The moment Yoram laid her eyes on Taeha, she fell in love with him. Taeha was also consumed with her pure and cute ways, which tugged on his heart. Soon they started dating while in college. Yoram studying to be a furniture designer and Taeha becoming an architect so he can take over his father's construction company. After 5 years of dating, Taeha got comfortable in their relationship, forgetting plans he made with Yoram and not making her a priority in his life. Taeha started taking her for granted that she would always be there for him. Suddenly, Yoram's life turned upside down. Call after call, Taeha ignores Yoram's plea to come to her, while being consumed with his own personal problems at work. Finally, Taeha had time off of work and took a trip with Yoram, who seemed depressed. Aren't you curious why I'm crying? Don't you think I've been acting differently lately? He is irritated with Yoram. That's why we came on this trip, to make you happy. I'm tired and exhausted, but I still came on this trip with you. Yoram decides to break up with Taeha. She says to him, "This is too hard for me. You say you love me, but why do I feel lonely when we are together? I'm the only one putting in effort for us to be together. The only reason you meet up with me is to sleep with me. So why are we still together?" Taeha chases after her and asks her why do they have to break up. She tells him, "Because you have no idea why I'm crying and why I'm breaking up with you. That's why we should break up." Years later, Yoram starts dating a man named Hajin. Hajin's rich mother doesn't approve of Yoram dating her son and tries to send him on blind dates to find a suitable marriage partner. Yoram finds out the location of one of his blind dates and sits down close by to hear what is being discussed. Unfortunately, she didn't realize before she sat down that the person sitting across from her was none other than her ex-boyfriend of 5 years, Taeha. Flustered by her current boyfriend being on a blind date and her ex-boyfriend sitting across from her observing this embarrassing moment by accident, she takes the wrong phone when leaving the scene. Hajin follows her outside to explain himself. "My mom told me to go on 3 blind dates, and if I don't like any of them, she will approve our relationship. I told her you are the only one for me." Taeha, her ex, goes outside to return each other's phones, but found it hard to approach her with a new man by her side. Taeha, wanting his phone back, meets up with the highly intoxicated Yoram to exchange phones. It is evident when they meet that he still has good feelings towards her, but she has a lot of hate towards him, who still doesn't understand the reason why they broke up in the first place. Yoram suddenly needs to use the restroom badly and Taeha takes her to his place because his house is nearby. The next day, Yoram wakes up, in a strange house, in the arms of her ex-boyfriend. She jumps out of bed to get dressed. Then, the phone rings. It's her boyfriend calling her to wish her a happy birthday. When he asks her to meet him outside her house, she says to leave because the friends she lives with are fighting, but her friends show up in a good mood. Then she says that she's with her mom because she is feeling unwell. Then her mom comes out of Yoram's house in good health. Unable to come up with a good lie, she basically hangs up on her boyfriend. After Taeha wakes up, he playfully insinuates to Yoram that they shared a special time last night. Unable to remember the events of what happened the previous night, she tells her ex-boyfriend that she hopes they never meet again and leaves the house. The next day, she has dinner with her boyfriend. He mentions tracking her location on the morning of her birthday to find out where she was. This is a problem because Yoram knows she has no reason to be in that part of town, so it isn't easy to make up a lie. She admits to sleeping at a guy's house while intoxicated, trying to return phones, leaving the most important part out, that the guy is her ex-boyfriend. They end up in a disagreement, but just like every other time, her boyfriend lets her win, knowing that trusting her will keep her happy in their relationship. Taeha gets a lucky opportunity at his company to reconnect with Yoram. During a work presentation on choosing furniture designers, her name comes up as one of the possible selections. He goes to her shop to convince her to work with him creating furniture for a wine bar project his company is in charge of. Knowing that she has no intention of ever getting back together with Taeha and that this project will pay off a lot of her debt so she can think about getting married to Hajin, she decides to accept the business opportunity. Eventually, her boyfriend discovers she is now in a business contract with Taeha. He doesn't understand why these coincidences keep piling up around the 3 of them. First, she meets him at the hotel, accidentally switches phones, sleeps at his house, and now, she is in a business contract with him? Even the way Yoram looks at Taeha makes him uncomfortable. Hajin, as well, has not been completely honest with Yoram. Hajin grew up in an orphanage and left behind a girl that he was very close to. After getting adopted, he searched for the little girl, wanting to fix the scar on her arm from when they tried to escape the orphanage together. By coincidence, the little girl, who is now grown up and in college, finds her way into Ha-jin's life. Feeling guilty for leaving her at the orphanage, he tries to help her in any way he can. Ha-jin was at a local mall with his mother shopping. On the other side of the mall, Tae-ha grabbed Yo-rum's hand without permission, trying to make their way through the crowd. Ha-jin, on his way out, noticed familiar faces. He tries to catch up to them and spots them sitting down at a restaurant. He calls her with suspicion, but to his surprise, she answers the phone right away and is very honest with her answers. She is with Tae-ha, and they are having a celebratory lunch. Not being able to shake this feeling of doubting his girlfriend, he asks Yo-rum's friends about Tae-ha, and even they lie to Ha-jin, saying that there is nothing between the two of them. Ha-jin even meets up to Tae-ha to discuss things between his and Yo-rum's relationship. Tae-ha saw Ha-jin with another woman, so he thinks Ha-jin is cheating on Yo-rum. Tae-ha tells him to break up with Yo-rum when they meet up. Already suspicious of Tae-ha, hearing this was confirmation that he is trying to ruin their relationship. Unable to control his anger, Ha-jin hits Tae-ha for being obvious about his intentions. Yo-rum breaks up the fight by hitting Tae-ha with a cue stick. Tae-ha's memories of dating Yo-rum aren't bad. He only has good memories of her even after their breakup. Working with her side by side is now bringing back old memories he had of her. Missing the times when they loved each other, he falls for her once again. But this time, the roles are reversed. Tae-ha is in misery, knowing that Yo-rum doesn't love him like she used to. Feeling the same sadness Yo-rum felt when he ignored her in the relationship. He tells her, "I thought I liked you in the past, but it was all fake. No matter how many times you told me you were in pain, I couldn't understand you. But now, I know that feeling. The one who loves more in the relationship feels this pain." Yo-rum tries to ignore Tae-ha's feelings and goes to Ha-jin's workplace to meet up with him for dinner. But he isn't there and isn't answering his phone either. Yo-rum tracked his location and found him at a nearby restaurant with a girl. Yo-rum tried calling him from outside the restaurant, and this time, she saw him ignoring the phone call. When confronted, Ha-jin explains that Arim is not someone he knows from his past, but someone thankful to him for helping her out. Ha-jin makes it seem like his behavior is similar to someone who wants to give back to society. And she almost believes him until Yo-rum encounters Arim delivering juice to Ha-jin's house. With jealousy in her voice, she tells Arim not to get too close to her boyfriend, and that he is nice to everyone, not just her. Just after setting boundaries, Ha-jin opens the door to his home and pulls Arim inside, making Yo-rum misunderstand the situation. Ha-jin tells Arim to sit down and eat breakfast, knowing she skips meals often. When Arim responds that his girlfriend is outside, Yo-rum lets herself in and casually tells them to sit down and resume acting like she isn't there. This makes Arim nervous, knowing there is a misunderstanding between them, and excuses herself. Ha-jin tells Yo-rum that nothing is going on and he wants to look after her because she's had a hard life. Yo-rum tries to play it cool and tells Ha-jin it is okay to be nice to her, but don't make me feel uneasy about our relationship. He promises not to disappoint her anymore and not to meet Arim unless it is on a professional level. Tae-ha and Yo-rum catch Ha-jin meeting up with Arim once again when Ha-jin already told Yo-rum he wouldn't be seeing her on a personal level. Tae-ha is excited that Yo-rum caught Ha-jin cheating and Yo-rum is mad at Ha-jin for meeting her again. Yo-rum starts asking them questions about why they are together and Arim tells her that they didn't do anything wrong, and she is imagining things to be worse than they are. Arim was tired of being misunderstood and made Yo-rum look like a crazy jealous girlfriend. While Yo-rum is defending herself in front of Arim, Ha-jin yells at Yo-rum for the first time, telling her, "If you can't trust me, why are we dating?" Ha-jin tells Arim that he will walk her home when Tae-ha yells at him, "Don't you know who is more important at this moment?" But Ha-jin ignores Yo-rum crying and tells Tae-ha to mind his own business and leaves to catch up with Arim. Tae-ha takes Yo-rum out to eat and tells her to stop dating Ha-jin, but even then, Yo-rum tells Tae-ha, "Dating my boyfriend is still better than dating you." She brings up that Tae-ha doesn't know what he does wrong in a relationship, but at least Ha-jin does. He asks her, "Was I that terrible? What did I do so wrong to you in our relationship?" During a work dinner, a coworker started complaining about her boyfriend. Yo-rum told her that boyfriends can change suddenly. It happened in her relationship too. At one moment they think you are cute and adorable when you do something, and after time, they complain and dislike those things about you. Yo-rum has to leave the team dinner early. On her way out, Tae-ha tells her that her memory is wrong. He wasn't as much of a jerk as she remembers him to be. She replies, you remember things the way you want to. The times you were a jerk aren't important to you. That's why it remains in my memory and not yours. When the rest of the team leaves, Taeha gives Yoram's friend food from the restaurant to give to Yoram's father. Her friend is confused. It's her dad's favorite. She gets upset with Taeha. Yoram's dad died in a car accident a month before both of you broke up. How could you forget, and more importantly, break up with her during that time? You really are a jerk. Taeha confronts Yoram about why she didn't tell him about her father passing away 1 month before they broke up. Yoram responds, out of all the times I called you, begging you to come to me, try to guess which day it was. She knew Taeha wouldn't even remember because there were so many days he forgot to call her back when she was going through the hardest time of her life. After talking to Yoram's friends, they said they didn't go to Yoram's father's funeral and she barely talks about her dad since the car accident. Now more curious, Taeha hired an investigator to find out the details of her father's death, but there are no car accidents on record for Yoram's dad. One day, Taeha stopped at a fishing spot where both of them would go fishing with her dad. When Taeha got back to the car, Yoram was sweating and about to pass out. On the way to the hospital, Taeha fits the missing pieces together. Her father's death wasn't an accident. It all makes sense now, why Yoram can't forgive him and tells him she will never date him again. He was a selfish boyfriend who didn't even realize his girlfriend's father died while they were together. Taeha takes Yoram home after regaining consciousness. Hajin's car pulls up at the same time and Yoram's friends that she lives with ask Taeha what happened. Yoram pushes Taeha away and goes to Hajin, who is uncomfortable seeing them together. Taeha knows that all of them have no idea about Yoram's father's real cause of death, so he tells them she passed out due to unknown reasons. Hajin helps Yoram inside to take care of her, and Taeha is unable to sleep from worrying about Yoram. In the middle of the night, Yoram wakes up and calls Taeha to ask him if anything happened, because she remembers waking up in the hospital to Taeha crying. He told her nothing happened to him. Instead, he asked her how she was feeling. Before she could answer, Hajin stood beside her, asking for her phone. Hajin tells him not to worry about his girlfriend and she is doing fine. Taeha asks him to put Yoram back on the phone because he wants Yoram to answer the question herself, but Hajin hangs up on him instead. Hajin, feeling insecure and not wanting to start a fight, guides her back to bed to get more rest. Taeha visits Yoram at her workshop. He tells her it would be best if they stopped working together and seeing each other. To move on, Taeha lets go of a box with all their pictures, couple rings, and love letters he kept from their 5-year relationship. I couldn't understand why we broke up before, but now, I understand everything. I know you still hate me, but I hope you can find happiness now that we won't see each other again. He leaves soon after and she puts the box underneath her bed without opening it. Taeha tries to keep his distance from Yoram, but inevitably, he keeps showing up to her workshop at night just to check on her, asking his co-worker who took over work projects how she was doing, getting drunk and text messaging her late at night. Unable to keep his distance from her, he decides to take his co-workers on a company workshop, in hopes of forgetting about her, even if it's for a few days. Yoram focuses on her relationship with Hajin during this time. They decide to go on vacation together to rekindle their relationship. Unfortunately, the vacation spot they picked is the same one Taeha went to with his employees for a company workshop. They were both invited to play a game with the employees where they were asked questions to win a prize. The questions were easy for Yoram because they all contained memories from their 5-year relationship. Answering all of them correctly, Yoram starts to remember the love she once had for Taeha. Knowing that Taeha has struggled to let go of his feelings for her, she has trouble falling asleep that night. While walking around, she sees Taeha. She says to him, I thought you wanted me to be happy and I want you to be happy too. So why do you keep coming to see me? Why is it hard to live your life without me? If you keep coming to see me, I will start waiting for you. Yoram's emotions that she pushed away start to pour out in front of Taeha. He attempts to comfort her, but just before he reaches, Hajin shows up. Not asking anything, he puts a sweater around her and assists her back to their room. Not wanting Yoram to get in trouble, Taeha says, I know I'm unfair while working together, but when you act emotional like this, it's unprofessional. He wanted Hajin to think she was crying, not because she still had lingering feelings for Taeha, but because he was mad at her for her work ethic. When Hajin and Yoram find a place to sit and talk, Hajin says, "I've never seen you cry so hard like that." Yoram responds, "It wasn't even worth crying over." Hajin tries to figure out how Yoram can be vulnerable with Taeha, but not once been that vulnerable with him. She asks him, "Why aren't you asking me about what happened? Why are you letting me win when I know you want to ask more questions?" He responds, "Because I love you more than you love me. I know there is an imbalance in our relationship, but the moment I don't let you win, I'm afraid you will break up with me." Hajin's mother visits him at work and tells him to get rid of the photo of him at the orphanage with Arim. His mother wants to erase that part of his life, but he says to his mom, "I want to share those memories with Yoram, even though you've given me a lot of love growing up. Explaining my childhood to others is hard for me. I don't want to hide that part of me from Yoram anymore, and I want to get married to her." On her way out, Hajin's secret was exposed when Arim went to pick up pamphlets for studying abroad at Hajin's workplace, and his mother dropped the photo of her and Hajin. She asked an employee who the lady was, and they told her it was Hajin's mother. Confused about everything, she decided to go to Hajin's place but didn't have the courage to go inside the building. Yoram told her, "You know that my boyfriend has no feelings for you, right? He just wanted to help you because of your situation." Arim, still confused about everything, responds, "I know he's only nice to me because he feels sorry for me. I know that already. So why do I have to hear mean things from you knowing that I am innocent? You should have been born an orphan too, so you can understand how much those words can hurt someone like me." Yoram went up to Hajin's apartment. While he was pouring wine, she kept looking at the box on the table, knowing that Hajin had plans to propose to her tonight. She tells Hajin, "I saw Arim before coming upstairs. I know that trust is important in a relationship, but I still can't understand you and Arim. It's not easy for me to not ask questions and blindly trust my partner when misunderstandings pile up." She gets up quickly, ready to leave, but Hajin says, "Why can't you trust me? Why is it okay for you to have misunderstanding with Taeha, but it's not okay for me to have it with Arim? I don't understand anything at all, and I still choose to trust you and understand you. If this is how you feel, you can't say that your love for me is real." Yoram tries to leave and Hajin holds on to her, begging her to stay. She tells him that she can't change how she feels and leaves Hajin all alone. Hajin starts to regret all of the moments he didn't tell his girlfriend about Arim. If only he were more honest with her, they would be happily engaged at this moment. He rushes out the door to find Yoram, but he doesn't go far, because she is crying just outside of his door. He slowly picks her up and brings her back inside. Not wanting to have any more misunderstandings, he confesses to Yoram about being an orphan, growing up with Arim, and the guilt of leaving her at the orphanage. Yoram, now understanding everything, decides to make up with Hajin and accept his proposal. Hajin meets up with Arim to ask why she has been avoiding his phone calls. He asks her to dinner and she agrees to join him. Once they reach the restaurant, she asks him, "Why did you tell me that my brother might look away if he meets me again?" Hajin answers, "He might feel guilty for leaving you behind at the orphanage and thinks of himself as a bad person." She tells him that her brother is not a bad person and she doesn't want him to feel guilty for leaving, but instead, she wants him to be proud of the person she has become. That is why she has worked so hard until now to make her brother proud of her. She tells Hajin that she will follow his suggestion to study abroad for a good education, and asks Hajin to fix the scar on her arm. She says, "My brother was going to become a doctor and fix it, but can you do it instead?" Hajin smiles and nods, still oblivious to Arim's tears which she is holding back in front of him. Taeha realizes that avoiding Yoram doesn't help his feelings for her go away. Instead, he decides to focus on work while they are together. They go to an unfinished work site to generate ideas for an upcoming project. While taking pictures, Yoram starts to remember what she was like dating Taeha. She would talk about her dreams with him and excitedly enjoy every minute with him. So much has changed since then. Since her father's death, she doesn't dare to dream, and since her breakup with Taeha, she chooses to date someone safe instead of exciting. The next day, Hajin went to Yoram's house to pick her up for a date. While she was getting ready, he accidentally dropped Yoram's phone beside her bed, leading him to discover the box Taeha gave her. Curious, he opened it, exposing the big lie she kept from him. Yoram and Taeha used to date each other. Not only that, they dated for 5 years and were very much in love with each other. Hajin closes the box and confronts her. She tells him she is sorry and has no idea what is inside the box. He asks her, do you know how many times you've said sorry to me after meeting your ex-boyfriend? To make Ha-jin feel better, she says after this project is finished, I won't see him anymore. Ha-jin nods with the remaining trust he has left for her. Yo-rum works closely with Tae-ha and his team to finish the last work project. Tae-ha doesn't make this project easy for Yo-rum. He encourages her to accomplish a design he would recognize as her own if he saw it anywhere. After rejecting her design many times, Tae-ha finally starts to see designs with Yo-rum's style. Knowing that now is the best time, he hands over information on international competitions, the same ones she dreamed about entering in college. He says, I want you to be happy and achieve your dreams that got lost along the way. When we were together, I should have treated you better, paid attention to you, and loved you more. I'm sorry that this is the only thing I can do for you now. Yo-rum, thankful to Tae-ha, glanced at her watch. There were 10 more minutes on the clock before Tae-ha's birthday was officially over. She told Tae-ha she would be right back and went downstairs to put something together. While she was gone, he picked up her camera to look at the pictures taken at the job site. Yo-rum returned with a surprise for Tae-ha. When it was time to blow out his candle, she told him to make a wish. He softly said, I wish I could be you. I want to know why you waited for me, why you cried in front of me, why there are pictures of me on your camera. And if you still have feelings for me, if I could know those things, I would hold on to you and never let you go. Yo-rum collects her things and tells Tae-ha she can't go to him and he shouldn't say things like this to her. Unable to control her own emotions, she rushes downstairs and collapses before reaching the door. Tae-ha goes downstairs to give Yo-rum her camera but finds Ha-jin looking at him with anger in his eyes. Ha-jin is at his breaking point. He feels like they are the ones in a relationship, and Ha-jin is someone who is in the way of them being together. You and I need to have a talk tonight, Ha-jin says sternly. After reaching the restaurant, Ha-jin tells him not to see Yo-rum anymore and quit working with her. Tae-ha responds, you don't trust her love for you, do you? Ha-jin gets angry at Tae-ha. You have no idea what Yo-rum's dreams are and your relationship is a burden to Yo-rum's happiness. That's why you could never be the one for her. Ha-jin starts fighting Tae-ha at the restaurant and they are both escorted to the police station. Yo-rum sees both of them coming out of the police station and realizes that this love triangle is bringing misery to all three of them. Yo-rum decides to break up with Ha-jin that night. Ha-jin tries to stop her, but she tells him it is obvious that we are on the verge of breaking up. He tells her this is just a rough patch in their relationship and things will get better, but Yo-rum can't lie to herself anymore. She says, how many more times do I have to hurt you before you let me go? Do we have to hate each other before we decide to break up? Do you think that will be better for us? Ha-jin has a hard time accepting what Yo-rum is saying. He even keeps their engagement ring on after their breakup and tries to get Yo-rum to change her mind. But in the end, Ha-jin realizes that Yo-rum was right. He was unhappy in their relationship many times but wasn't willing to admit it to himself till now. Let's break up, he says exhaustedly. I'm sorry I couldn't keep my promise not to break up with you. Embraces her for the last time, and leaves with a broken heart. Arim accepts the opportunity to study abroad and says goodbye to Ha-jin. She hands him a letter and tells him to read it when she leaves. Inside is a picture of the two of them and a handwritten letter. Arim writes, I hope you stop feeling guilty for leaving me at the orphanage. I wasn't disappointed in you for getting adopted instead of me. What I was most disappointed about was that we didn't have a proper goodbye. I hope the next time we meet, we won't have to say goodbye to each other anymore and have good feelings towards one another. Yo-rum and Tae-ha are close to finishing their work project. After a meeting, he stops her before leaving and tells her not to worry about his feelings for her. If he gets hurt, it is not her fault. It is his decision to get hurt. She should make her own decisions too, ones that will make her happy, without thinking about anyone else. Yo-rum knows Tae-ha is right. Tae-ha and Yo-rum shake hands for the last time. Yo-rum hesitates because she knows this will be the last time they have a reason to see each other. I'm happy to have met you again. I feel the same, he responds. Tae-ha knows not to hang on to her when she leaves, and Yo-rum knows she can't go back to Tae-ha without accomplishing something on her own first. After spending 1 year apart, Ha-jin went abroad to work with less fortunate people who weren't receiving proper healthcare, eventually running into Arim doing the same type of work. They were able to talk things out without any more feelings of guilt and found comfort in being together. That scary lady dumped you, didn't she? She teased him. He tells her that love is no big deal compared to the suffering he sees in other countries. She tells him, I used to like someone too, but he had a girlfriend. He gets upset. Why would you like someone who has a girlfriend? She smiles, while he is still oblivious to her feelings, and he smiles back at her. Yoram, who is now at a place in her life where she is content and happy with her decisions, coincidentally gets a work project that involves Teha. Teha, thinking that Yoram is still Hajin's fiancé, keeps his distance from her. Yoram notices the client who hired both of them likes Teha. When the client expresses her feelings in front of Yoram, he gets embarrassed not knowing what to say. The client asks him out to dinner and Teha agrees, knowing Yoram is bothered by the situation. Jealousy gets the better of Yoram and she invites herself to dinner with them. When the client asks Teha something personal, Yoram makes sure to answer every question for him. Eventually, the client figures out they used to date each other. Yoram makes sure to draw a boundary between the two of them, and Hajin gets annoyed. Why did you get in between us? He asks. Yoram implies that Teha ruined her relationship with Hajin, so, of course, she can do the same to him. Teha complains, you are getting married to Hajin, so why are you interfering with my dating life? Confused why Teha thinks she is engaged, doesn't know, just before Hajin left, the two of them ran into each other by coincidence. Hajin, still wearing his engagement ring a year after their breakup, said to Teha that he will be getting married soon to Yoram. Yoram tells her friends that she met Teha again. She asks, shouldn't I have good feelings seeing him again? Is it destiny or coincidence? Why is he still a jerk? Her friends ignore her questions. Instead, one of them gives her Teha's box that she never once opened. He tells her he didn't feel right burning it like she asked him to do 1 year ago. It is her life and her decision. Maybe if she opens the box, she can find all of the answers to her questions. Yoram tries to find out where Teha will be the next day. When she shows up, Teha is confused. How did you know I was here? It's destiny. Knowing she is lying, he tries to avoid her and with just a smile, he feels like a fool around her. I got over you. I'm completely over you, so stop following me. She tells him that she wants to start over with him again. Why would I be with someone who's getting married? Frustrated that he isn't listening to her, she walks away. He catches up to her and realizes she is wearing items he bought her when they were together. You came to see me, didn't you? She walks away, but before she gets too far, Teha grabs her hand. She smiles and tells him it's funny. What's funny? He asks. I can't feel this way with anyone else. In the end, they share a passionate kiss. Moral of the story: don't take for granted those in which you love, and make sure you love yourself first, before falling in love with another person. Thanks for watching Kdrama Bestie. Till next time, stay awesome.